All right, is it 40 degrees outside today in May? Yes. Is it only 62 in the house? Yes. We don't have any dry wood right now, and we're just like, we're not turning on the gas. So anyway, I have my rice bag around my neck because I've been trying to stay warm. Whoa, number. Tank top, sweatshirt. You guys getting sick of seeing me in this sweatshirt? I realized when I was editing video that I'm wearing it in just about every single video lately. Sam was getting rid of a bunch of clothes, and this happened to be a sweatshirt that he was getting rid of, and I was like, I like that. So I took it and I wear it almost every single day. All right, so I need to just get everything into the bread machine, and let me just show you here.
Cut this part out quick.
The chili and the golden egg bread went over really, really well. It was, I told Warren, I said, that's the first time in like 29 years that I've made chili on the right day. Usually it's cold and then you think, oh, I should thaw meat to make chili, and then it thaws and then it's 2 days later and then all of a sudden it's warm. And anyway, it has been cold and chili was so good. So tonight we're doing spaghetti in the crock pot. So I've got everything going over here. I just had 2 jars of marinara sauce, 2 pounds of venison. I diced up an onion with that, and then I put a bunch of added seasonings in. Onion powder, garlic powder, basil, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, that kind of thing, just to really get it nice and flavorful. This recipe I must have cut off of a bread bag at one point. It feels like a bread bag. It is for cheesy Italian oatmeal pan bread. So into my bread machine, this is going to overflow it probably a little bit. 2 cups of water, a cup of oatmeal. I have quick oats here. 3 tablespoons of butter, which I kind of cut up here so it would blend in well. Just over 4 cups of bread flour. That's what I'm saying. Usually my machine can handle like 3.5 cups. Ooh, heavy rain located near your location. Yes, I see it. A 1/4 cup of sugar. 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to use our little scale here. Got that on ounces. And then we will tare that, and we will put in 1/2 ounce.
Here you go, Mother. Right there it is.
There is 1/2 ounce of yeast. Peter just shredded some mozzarella for me. I need 1 egg in here. 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. I'm doing this all in my bread machine. It does not have directions on here for bread machine, but I figured we'll just go with it the way I normally would for a bread machine recipe. Except that egg, normally I would put the egg down at the bottom, but I didn't read my recipe all the way through. All right, we're gonna just get this into the bread machine here. Set it to dough, start, and that will be done in 1.5 hours. Ooh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
We're back looking at apple trees in the cold. What's that one?
Harrow Red?
Harrow?
Harrow?
Hell, I don't know. Kinder Crisp.
I don't know what those are.
Vanilla strawberry.
That's a hydrangea.
Oh, that's a hydrangea. Okay.
Yes,
Oh my gosh, is it cold?
This is a Harrelson. This is another Harrelson.
All right, we took a ride to Fleet Farm now because that other nursery that we went to said by appointment only, and they had no prices marked. So Warren is having the cashier here go and check some prices of apple trees right now because they're out of the bagged ones that we saw here last time. Anyway, it is a miserable, miserable day. I mean, everything is just blowing. All right, Warren and I are back from getting trees. We ended up getting a Macintosh and what was the other one called?
Candy Crisp.
Candy Crisp from Walmart. We were looking for budget-friendly trees. And so we ended up finding those. They looked really good. We're not planting them today because it is just miserable outside. while we were gone, the bread dough was finished, and so I called home and Maria got it situated here. So she took it out, she put it in here, and then I guess between her and Peter, and then I guess what happened here is, so then what they did is between her and Peter, they put some lines in here all the way through to kind of make like a little diamond shape. It's supposed to be kind of like a pull apart bread. So now what I have to do is kind of where's the knife you guys used? So what I'm supposed to do now is go in an up and down motion, but that seems like it's going to sink the bread. Okay, I'm not going to do that. It says to do it, but I don't want to. But as soon as I poke straight down in there, it just wants to deflate. So that seems like it goes against everything that I think of for a nice fluffy bread. I do have to pour some butter over this. I'm just going to try to pour it over the lines as best I can, saving some of it for the next 15 minutes. All right, this is going to go in the oven at 375 for 15 minutes. And while that's in the oven, I'm going to get my water boiling for the spaghetti. Minutes. I just took the last little bit of butter, so I put about 2 to 3 tablespoons on the first time. I took the last tablespoon or so, put it over the top, and now I'm going to put over just gotta mix this up. This is a mixture of a tiny bit of Parmesan cheese with basil, oregano, and garlic powder. And this, I guess I'll just go like this. I think I'm only going to put it over half, just because I'm not sure if everyone is going to want that. Did you just hear what I said, sweetie?
Not really.
It was Parmesan cheese, basil, oregano, and garlic.
Ooh.
Put this back in for another 15 minutes, I believe. For an additional 10 to 15. Our water is boiling for spaghetti. Oh, could you guys run down and get a quart of green beans? Throwing noodles all over the house here. I'm going to warm up a jar of green beans. Supper will be ready. Who wants to set the table for spaghetti supper?
Yes, that is true. For everyone except you.
Maria, green beans or sauce? Which one are you taking?
Sauce.
Okay.
Gosh, this is rock hard.
Yep.
You can video Dad doing it.
Probably be tasty with the bread dipped in the sauce too. Finally, someone takes some green beans.
4 of them.
Yeah, a whole 4. Other than us wrapping up homeschool for the year, nothing says summer is here than going to the annual volunteer fire department brat fry. It's been a while since you guys have gotten to see me in these beauties, but it is just feeling finally nice. We had like a nice week, then we had a miserable cold week, so much wind. It was just windy constantly. After the brat fry, we went and got Maria a bike. So I had been watching on Facebook Marketplace, and whew, do they go fast. You click the little button to save one and then show it to her later in the day, and guess what? It's already been sold. So anyway, found this bike. Actually, we ended up finding 2 bikes. I made appointments to look at both of them. She loved the first one, and it fit her just great, and it rides so smooth. I always feel bad then. The next one I had to say to the person, I was like, well, she really liked the first one, so sorry. But the thing is, with bikes, I know they're going to be able to sell that bike because they've been selling so fast. Even with all of the rain, I know you ladies think I'm bringing you food, don't you? Peter should have already given you your second scoop for the day. With all the rain, that we have gotten. It is drying out pretty well with the sand that Warren and Peter put down over here. I don't know, we may even do another bucket, although someone had suggested wood chips. I just don't know. We'd have to go purchase wood chips. We don't really like to buy anything for the chickens if we don't have to. All right, I hear how did they get back there? Our shed needs a pretty major clean out again.
You never know.
Oh, you got the garbage can?
Well,
You never know.
I just don't seem to have the buckets I used to have.
Well, I put in to win one at the raffle today.
Put in to win a bucket?
It was a Tractor Supply bucket. I hope I win it. It comes with a couple hummingbird feeders, and it even comes with a dog jacket.
Hey, there you go. You can buddy up with this.
Yeah, I figured I'd put it on Eska. Yeah, Warren and I came down to water the apple trees and the pear trees. So we got the 2 apple trees. Oh my gosh, is that heavy? We got the 2 apple trees planted yesterday. Oh, I see. I will not be able to lift those up there.
That's all right.
Fill it again?
Yep. We need 2 more if we're going to give the pear trees water. This is going to get wet right there.
My camera's going to get wet.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Look at this.
That one's got holes in it. That's not going to work at all.
That's because that's a Peter special.
It's a Peter special?
Yeah, that's
What are those holes for?
for sticking a trap stake through.
Oh, okay. We're going to need a lot more than that. What about this red bucket? Should we fill this one?
That's got holes in it. That's a potato bucket.
Oh.
Some guy drilled a bunch of holes in all our buckets.
Yeah, I think it was you
Yeah.
drilling holes in all the buckets. We got to get our potatoes planted this year.
Yes, we do.
It's another project. They never end.
I don't know why you don't, get those potatoes planted in your spare time.
Yeah. All right, so 2 nonsense buckets.
What's that?
I said we got 2 nonsense buckets.
Well,
All right.
That's just how it goes. Oh, spilling water. Just gotta go for it.
Yeah. Oh, I can just hear it. We planted a Macintosh and what's it? Candy Crisp.
Candy Crisp.
The Candy Crisp is a green apple. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Yep. Yeah, this heavier soil is
Really,
pretty well.
yeah, really holding the water. That's great.
Yeah.
Tonight we are doing smash Big Macs on the Blackstone, and so I have all of my hamburger balls made up here. It actually is kind of a tedious meal because I know you can buy Big Mac sauce now or something like that, and but anyway, I still like to make the homemade version because it's just what we like. And anyway, just getting everything. I got some cheese slice that I had, as well as some other cheese. I did go easy and bought shredded lettuce. Peter's shooting his gel blaster outside. You hear that? Okay, so I did buy these at Goodwill, and you can fit 3 of smashed tacos, smashed burgers, whatever, in here, and these have helped immensely. I was trying to use the underside of a muffin tin. We've done that before, but you can't do enough of them fast enough. Okay, and we have found that some people love them with the corn tortillas and some with the flour tortillas, but definitely go with the fajita size, because otherwise the taco size, they're just too big. You get too much breading. It does work great if there's 2 people doing this, because they do cook fairly quickly. So anyway, just throw down the burger ball, cover it with your tortilla. Whoop. Let me get that one moved out of the way. And then you need to use something to smash it. You can buy a smasher that has a handle on top. We just use a small cast iron. It works fine. And then usually what I do at this point is now I turn down the heat a little. And the flatter you smash them,
I couldn't get that
you're
one.
right, because it was so close. Yeah, the flatter you smash them, then the faster they'll cook. So once you think that it's done to your liking, just bring it over here, plop it into one of these. Let's get them a little spread out. All right, Peter, we're ready for you. All right, Peter's going to grab this, and he's going to foil it. And I see if we're going to make a lot of these, I'm going to need to get some more of these little holders. These holders are the real deal.
Yep, they are.
I mean, all the other little goofy things that we tried.
Where'd you get these?
Goodwill. They had hundreds of them. Stacks and stacks and stacks. I mean, I think they were $2 a piece. Or no,
Okay.
$1.49. They were $1.49 each.
Well, that was a good investment.
So, not super expensive, but I mean, when you want a lot of
yummy.
them. Okay, I'm going to get the rest of these going. Assembling a smash burger is really however you like to do it. I put everything on mine.